Today I want to talk about kind of a dangerous mindset, which is, but I selected a setting, I should have received good results. If you're going to go with that mindset into e-discovery, you're going to be very disappointed. Let's talk about that. Some time ago, a client had complained that they received images in a wrong format. So I talked to the tech who perform export of those images out of law, and I asked him, hey, what happened? These images aren't in the correct format that the client wanted. And the tech said, well, I selected this setting. Is this the right setting to use? To which I said, yeah, that seems like it's the right setting to use. I think that's what we use all the time. However, the resulting images that were exported still were not exported in the correct format. And of course, the question they ask, well, what setting should I use? And I said, I don't know what setting to use. I know what the output should be, and I know what settings most likely going to work, but it is up to you to make sure the images get exported in the correct format, and you need to QC your work to make sure you're delivering exactly what was asked. And I had similar problem with processing as well. Even though you select the setting, things may not happen as you expect. And the other thing people do is they ask me for series of settings and steps for my own application, for message crawler. They say, which checkboxes and buttons do I need to click in which order to receive good results from your application? And I always say the way you have to look at it isn't what settings or buttons to click, but what results you want to get at the end. It is more important to define the output, the results. What are you trying to achieve? What do you want data to look like? What file formats you want, as opposed to trying to define steps in the process, because as we discussed, process may fail you. And I totally get people's point. They want to create a process, they want to define all the steps, and they want to hand off that process to a junior person or to a department so they could perform those steps over and over and receive good results. But if you look at it another way, if someone's job can be defined by series of checkboxes and button clicks, well, how quickly before that gets replaced by a batch file or some other form of automation? The reason why we have people doing work is so they could use their brains to evaluate the results, look at the process, look at the original data, see if there are any potential problems, create workarounds, QC the output, refine the process, and ultimately achieve the results we're looking for. Because if all you're doing is train the person to click checkboxes and buttons, well, that job isn't going to be around for much longer. So should we try to document the process so it is on paper and everyone knows what it is? Yes, we absolutely should, but we should not rely on that as the only way of getting things done. We should train employees to think, to check their work, to adapt to problems, and that's what ultimately will give you quality results at the end. There you go. What are your comments? Please put them in the comment section below. Don't forget to follow on LinkedIn, subscribe on YouTube, and I will see you on another video.